talking to Hanako-san. It all started on a rainy afternoon, when the girls of Class 2B at Sakura Middle School decided to stay inside during recess. Boredom crept in like the thick fog that sometimes curled around the old school gates. That's when May, the most mischievous of them all, slammed her hands on the desk and said, "Let's play a dare game." Everyone giggled and cheered. The rules were simple: pick a dare, no backing out. When it was Yui's turn, May leaned in close, her eyes glinting. "I dare you to go talk to Hanako-san." The laughter in the room suddenly fell silent. Yui's heart dropped into her stomach. Hanako-san. The ghost rumored to haunt the girls' bathroom on the 3rd floor. It was said if you knocked on the 3rd stall 3 times and asked, "Hanako-san, are you there?" she would answer, and if you were unlucky, she might pull you into the stall and drag you to the underworld. Yui forced a laugh, trying to hide her trembling hands. "Fine. I'll do it." The group followed her up the creaky stairs. The hallway felt colder with each step, the overhead lights flickering as if they were struggling to stay alive. When they reached the bathroom, a moldy smell drifted out, and the door creaked ominously as Yui pushed it open. Inside, the mirrors were smudged and cracked, and the pale tiles reflected the flickering light. Yui stepped forward, her friends peeking nervously from the doorway. She approached the 3rd stall, her breath quick and shaky. She raised her fist and knocked, once, twice, 3 times. "Hanako-san, are you there?" she called, her voice echoing eerily. For a moment, there was only silence. Then, "I'm here." A soft, almost childlike voice floated out from the stall. Yui stumbled back, her face pale. She turned to run, but the stall door creaked open slowly. A pale hand, small like a young girl's, reached out from the dark gap. Then, a figure stepped forward. A girl in a red skirt and white blouse, her black bobbed hair framing an unnaturally pale face. Her wide eyes glowed faintly in the dim light. "Why did you call me?" Hanako-san asked softly. Yui's legs refused to move. Her friends screamed and fled down the hallway, their footsteps echoing. Hanako-san took another step closer. Yui could see her thin, ghostly fingers twitching at her side. "You wanted to talk, didn't you?" Hanako-san whispered. Yui forced herself to speak, her voice a broken whisper. I'm sorry. It was just a dare." Hanako-san tilted her head. A sad, almost human expression passed over her face. "Everyone calls me for a dare. No one ever really wants to talk," she said, her voice trembling with a strange loneliness. Then, slowly, she stepped back into the stall and closed the door. The air seemed to grow still again. Yui ran. She didn't stop until she burst into her classroom, sobbing, her friends crowded around her in shock. After that day, no one dared to mention Hanako-san again. But sometimes, when Yui passed by the 3rd floor bathroom, she felt a cold breeze brush her cheek, and she thought she heard a soft, lonely voice whisper, "Thank you for talking to me."